Wait a minute. I know who you are. Yeah, but I heard you were dead.
I spent many years studying death, looking at the darkness, all the different ways you can die. My quest now is to really study religion. We study something with the living. I choose religion because of its organizing force and its power. I want to find more light in these places. I realized that I am going to open my heart and open my soul and open my spirit. In that quest, I hope to come away with a greater understanding of humanity, my own humanity, and compassion for others. I don't know, I just feel this clean air. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to feel. I can feel the surge of spiritualism. Excuse me.
The Prophet's Diary, Day 1. We arrived in Redding, California.
I'm here to find spiritual enlightenment. And if I told you anything different, I wouldn't be here, you know?
Slowly.
We were welcomed by Chris Volaton, who is the number 2 pastor at the Bethel Church.
A relationship isn't about man trying to reach God, it's about God trying to reach man.
What's extraordinary is the total faith and belief these people have.
He lives in another dimension. He doesn't live in this dimension, he lives in another dimension.
The power of their faith is contagious.
Love requires free will. If you allow free will, then that means you allow people to hate if they choose hate.
And at times I really began to feel it myself, and at times I was totally lost by it. And I began to get insights into what being a prophet is all about. I know I got a long way to go, but you got to start somewhere, and the Bethel Church in Redding, California is a really terrific place to start.
Your own personal Jesus.
Of all people, I'm here with Adam Messenger, and Adam's from Australia.
That's right.
Do you like my autograph?
Who are you?
If you only knew.
You're you.
Lucifer. Rebecca Lynn. I'm here to become a prophet.
I like God.
That's good for you. And what about you?
We're in day number 2 of the Prophet, and what's amazing is I have no idea where I am. I was blessed this morning in prayer by Chris, and I found it to be his hands were very, very warm, and it got a little bit emotional, but I found that there was great resistance on my part, which I expressed him, and he said it's all a process. So it goes. No one gets enlightened like a light bulb overnight. Video diary, day 2. It's been a really long, emotionally exhausting day. I went to a prophetic drawing with all these kids, And they were just their innocence and their belief in their eyes.
It was like a vase, and it had the Holy Spirit in it, and like Jesus is gonna pour it out on you.
I feel incredibly honored. So what are we going to do today?
Well, you asked me if you would like a portrait.
Let the coloring begin.
Let it begin.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you want me to show you? Why don't you show me yours first and tell me?
Just
Wow.
an interpretation. When you're looking for gold in the spiritual realm.
Do my eyes really look like this? File this, please. And then, of course, in the evening, we went to this couple's house, and they had all these diamonds on their table.
Just like the Lord confirming to us that He owns everything. He can just drop diamonds down from heaven at any time.
I want you to know I've got everybody in the room on as a crew, and everybody's looking for diamonds here.
Okay, God, I will search you out. Like, I will get on my knees and look for you.
Maybe just leave it on the ground so we can chill.
Unfortunately, I'm not bringing a diamond home to my wife. I couldn't find one, but you never know. Maybe I'll see one on the path. But anyway, these people had all these diamonds, so that was very unusual. Wow. It's pretty amazing. Ah, ooh, good night.
Day 3. I gotta tell you, I'm exhausted. It's day 3. I've had so much spiritual work done on me.
Look around inside yourself.
Any part in particular?
My intestines are twisted.
And I want you to picture God.
Tough for me. I'm not sure who that is.
Sure, the weight of isolation.
People are talking tongues.
That you would fill me with your spirit.
Wait.
Of abandonment.
Of abandonment.
Sure.
I saw right here
Okay.
light reflecting off a diamond.
Good. There you go.
What can you say? All that in a day. I mean, what a day.
I'm like looking at like creatures flying, zooming by, and I'm looking at God, and I say, God, I can't believe I finally met you, because I didn't even know if I believed in you up to this point. But now that I've met you, okay, God, I've lived a life where I've tried to live all my dreams, and I've tried to live a life where on my deathbed I didn't want to say if I only had. So what's in store for me, God? And he's going to say what to me after I've said that to him, do you think? I mean, I know you don't know, but what do you think of that? I mean, in other words...
He's going to say, you should have listened to Chris. Sucker, I took you to his house. I let you stay there for 3 days. He taught you the way, and what did you do with it?
Well, I'm in front of him. What do you mean?
And I got it on camera.
I must have done something. So I spent 3 days with the Bethel Church, and I got to tell you, at first it was amazing how they open your soul and your heart, and they're so non-judgmental. And then the time came where they wanted me to accept their religion. Unfortunately, it just didn't resonate in my heart. But what was incredible about the experience was the elation and the peace and the joy that these people found in what they did. But for me, I got to move on. And moving on means going to spend time with the Hindus in India, going to the Buddhist monks in Tibet, going to Jamaica with the Rastas. And I really think that that's just the beginning of my spiritual quest.